Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Along the Packers sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Matt LaFleur. His guys 2-0 to begin the season with both of those victories coming at home. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Browns, Kevin Stefanski. His guys on the flip side, they're 0-2 on the season, facing a tough test in a game here they need to win. From the booth, Kate Scott alongside Brock Hewitt. Brandon McManus set to get us started. And we're underway here in Cleveland. To return, Jerome Ford. This makes it up to the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You got to have it to play in this league.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL, Brock his 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. He reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow. Ready, ready.
Play action, Love. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. This is Jacobs running left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here we go, here we go. Cut, cut.
Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
you've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Set, ready. Set.
They're gonna go. It's Love. Pass complete. Screenplay. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Sanders now. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Go!
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Coach Matt LaFleur ushering his Packers offense back to the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now Love on the play fake. Cut down the field, Golden. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's only able to get back to the line, and it's going to be second down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Ready, hunt.
Love from the gun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
On the double.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Ready, ready.
Handoff here to Jacob. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
It's third down and 9 yards.
Third and long for him here. A lot of mess on the move here. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers go up 6-0 here in the first. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The XP is up and good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Steps up and he's running with it. Short pickup to their own 31. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Slot man's in motion right. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
19, Tiger, 19.
To throw now is Sanders. Jump off caught by his back. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Go! Cowboy!
From the pistol, here's Jenkins. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Sanders. He takes it himself. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Now is Micah Parsons making that play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Come on, set! Cougar 19!
3rd and short here, Sanders. It's on target to Moore. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They kick the running back in motion. From the gun, Judkins. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go!
Working now from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
3rd and long here for Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Set. Ready.
Jacobs gets it on the drum. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. 2nd down now, they need 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
To the air with Love. Dumped off to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Packers.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They go counter. It's Jacobs. Pushing for the red zone. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now lead by 10. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sails through good. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Cougar night.
Play action, Sanders. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 8.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here, and I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect it.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, It has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
That's more of the catch out left. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Set. Blue 32. Set.
Love looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
A gain of 15. And a Packer first down.
Set. Ready.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Brought him by his back. It's Jacobs. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They'll go to the option on second down. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. And it's going to cost them about a yard.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there. Fourth down, pass coming. Pass caught out right by Golden. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
On the give, here's Judkins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here's punt.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Set. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where you shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Liking 8.
To the air, Sanders. A little of a screen pass for Judkins. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On the slant, complete to Judy. Looked great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this.
Get it.
They'll go, Judkins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs turning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
That's more on the quick slant. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ready.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Thrown on first down, Love. Gets it to him on the screen. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. To the air on first down. Sanders. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession.
Brings up second down.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is second and long. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. So they keep the football, but now they face second and long.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. That's Robinson on the slant. And they're finally able to send him out. Gave up a great game, but surprisingly, not a first down. It's third down instead.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Perfect play to break it big.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Sanders going to throw here on first. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Get it.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
The 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they say Packers football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
We've set of downs for him from the 31.
Set. Ready. Black. 95. Hey.
Love with it on first down. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Throwing again here, Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Third and long, they're going to throw. It's on target to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Browns first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Let's go. 19, shot.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready.
Judkins up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Get up. Ready.
Sanders going to look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Cowboy 80.
Sanders setting the pass. We've got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Rupee's extra point is good. And the Browns cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Packers getting one final drive before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break.
Ready.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Yellow. 43. Set.
Throwing here just before halftime. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the 3rd quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Black. Set. Ready. 33. Yellow.
Love from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's caught at the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. 3rd and long, here's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Here's Ford on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Go! Ready?
Here's Judkins on 1st down. They'll call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Start.
Here's the backup. First throw. Oh, Watson lost it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came. Brock, a 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Complete left side to Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Love now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Let's go. Ready?
Back to the air. Love finds the in route complete. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
And the Packer first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They stick with Jacobs. And no questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Love using the legs here. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Throwing his Love on third. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This will be a 44-yard look. McManus sends it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Watson. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
It's an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
space past the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Completes this one to Kraft. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. 33.
Going run again with Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Browns 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Black, 95. Ready?
Shotgun now for Love. Kraft has it. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and
he gets in. Touchdown! The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
7. Browns 10.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Judkins running between the tackles. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The throw right side, caught by Fanning. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Check.
Now Judkins. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He's brought down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Pack. Packer 60.
From the gun, Watson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, you know right before the snap you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Get it.
Watson holds on to it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, ready.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Ready. Go.
Desperation time here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Again, he's got room. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kid, I don't think this defense is feeling a whole lot of relief, but I'll tell you this. You saved the touchdown for now, and now you got to recover and find a way to hold them out of the end zone.
They'll run, Jacobs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Black 40.
Takes the handoff now low. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Ready, right.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal.
Let's set.
Back now, pressure coming. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Get another shot across the bow of the ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. They're running with Judkins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Watson, quick pass wide. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
more plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on, set.
Here's Watson to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
A big loss on the play.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on down.
Incomplete.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Hut.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards to the end, Bronk. It's 3rd down. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Set. Ready?
Here he is on 3rd and short. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We pause now for an injured player, and that looks like Josh Jacobs who's hurt after that play and in need of a look from the training staff. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play fake, it's Love. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers put up even more points in a win. McManus on for the extra point. Point after is up and through. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Browns 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away.
For Green Bay.
Here's Ford on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set up. Like it. Go.
Here's Shurkins to begin the drive. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Watson now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Third and long for him here. Across the line, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the gun, Jenkins. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Watson looking to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Brought in right side by Moore. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Unlock line.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the jump. Shot. Ready. Ready.
Throwing is Watson. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, 4th and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
The 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hup.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him.
Ready.
Need a
break.
better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Watson. Short pass brought in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
1st and goal, Judkins. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Set. Ready.
To throw, here's Watson. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Watson to throw it. Getting a screen pass for Judkins. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Browns still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Browns 17.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's
I guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. To find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across